Our lives revolve around eating. How will the world eat? What should we eat? Are we actually and truly indeed what we eat? Most likely, yes. And it is because of this never-ending love and necessity for food that this year, we at Creative Days Vienna decided that we should cook together. We shouldn't cook together. Instead, we were going to get a highly skilled cook, we did, to cook with you and us. A cook whose very methods and ideology reflect all of those questions and all of the ideas that we've been bringing up here. And all of that passion comes through in the tastiness of her cuisine. Anybody can tell I'm hungry, I'm excited. So I'd like to welcome, or rather thank her for allowing me to join her in the kitchen. This is Parvin Razavi.
Hello.
And this isn't just any kitchen, really quickly, so you know, this right now, we are live from West, and Parvin will be cooking here with us. This is called the Mobile Hospitality Unit. It was designed by studio Chmara.Rosinke. And the concept for the Mobile Hospitality Unit was founded on the intention of creating mobile spaces where strangers can come together easily, they can discuss, they can interact, and generally share the simplicity of enjoying one another's company without the use of anything really major and just having very basic means. Studio Chmara.Rosinke and Parvin's work, I think, have a lot of ideas and similarities that they share. The most obvious, of course, being the belief in the importance of human connection. So I'm gonna say hi again. Hi. It's actually nice to be here with you physically because I don't get to see, or I haven't been with many people. And I know obviously a bit about you because here in Vienna, your work and your kitchen are most deservedly well known. I also know you as an author of 3 cookbooks, one of them being a bestseller. You've also run your own catering business, and you are chef at Ludwig and Adele House Bar at Künstlerhaus Wien, which is a Gold Mio rated restaurant.
Yes, we could read it.
And aside from all that, maybe you can tell us a bit more about yourself, who you are, why it is that you do what you do, how you came to this love of food and to sharing food with others.
First of all, it's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for inviting me. For me, I grew up in a Middle Eastern family where all my aunts were cooking and there were always fresh food on the table or in the kitchen. So being together at a table and you eat together is a fundamental thing in my life. So I grew up with always having friends over, family coming over. So this community thing of having always people around you and eat together is something really important to me. And I think we are all united through food. It's something that brings us together at a table. We talk to each other. And this is maybe one of the things we all missed in the last year the most. Being social, sitting at a table all night, eating, drinking, and having fun and having good conversations. And I also think when people leave their country, they bring their own food. So I'm socialized with Oriental Persian food, but I mix it up with all these ingredients and the styles we have here in Middle Europe, and also like Mediterranean kitchen. My kitchen is very fresh and flavors and spices, but not heavy. Mm-hmm. I like to feel good after food. Yeah. So it has to nourish me and give me comfort, but it shouldn't take energy. So I thought about having a good light meal today.
Yes, I'm excited. I want to get some of this food. What is it you're going to be making with us today?
Well, the community idea was, okay, what am I gonna do? It should be easy. It should be just maybe a bowl full of comforting food. So I thought about making something like a stew with the veg zucchini and chickpeas, and very easy, like only 3 ingredients with a bit of spices and then some fresh aroma of lemon and maybe some herbs. Not maybe, but sure.
But can you show me? Actually, I want to see. Yeah. So everybody, since everybody's not the same cook as
easy.
You say it's going to be easy.
No, this one is for sure very easy.
Nicer, yeah.
So I have this chickpeas and I have the zucchini and I have onions. I brought my own broth with me, which I think it's important because you can use the
cubes or whatever.
The cubes, yeah, but they have so much taste that it's hard to get it away.
That's true.
Yes. So this is my setup today. I have chickpeas, zucchinis, onions, and And then I would just start cooking.
This is great. All right.
Yeah, and the kitchen is really nice. I think I have everything I need. Maybe I'm a bit too small.
I wish I actually have to go. I'm going to leave you to it. I wish I could stay because I'm like, chickpeas. Anyway.
Yes.
But you're going to save me food, right?
For sure.
Yes, thank you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have fun outside. Bon appetit.
So we're going to start with the onion. Peeling it. So I think the most time-consuming part will be cutting off the vegetable. So, okay. Let's see how this works. Okay, erstes technisches. Okay, na gut. Das muss man jemand helfen. So, cutting the onions in cubes. Das geht an. Okay, got it. It's working. So, onions always need a bit of time so they can caramelize. So give it time, don't rush. It needs about 5 minutes and then it will taste good. So. And you also don't need to be perfect cutted. It's fine if they're just chunky. So you need a bit of oil. Okay, it's both sides. Takes a bit of time here. I hope this heats up. And the zucchini, I would suggest make it half and then quarter it, the length. And also take out a part of the flesh. So you can reuse it for a soup. Don't throw it away. I always make stock out of my veggies, the skins. So. Ja, vielleicht jetzt. Hochzeit. Cool. Okay. I want the zucchini to be in different shapes, so I just cut them like they go. I want them to be chunky, and it shouldn't be perfect, so you can just cut them as you wish. And as soon as the onions get some color, you will add the spices. Das braucht einfach, just needs some time to heat up. Also, it's a very strong onion. So probably I'm going to start crying. So actually the biggest part of the cutting is over. I will just slice up for later the garlic. For the garlic oil that we put on top at the end, and also some parsley leaves. I take them off of the stem, just the leaves. Okay. The good thing with stews is that you can prepare them and leave them at the oven all day long, so everybody can come and grab some food. Just be careful that the onion doesn't burn because it gets bitter. And our spices today are curcuma, which is 100% basic in most of the Middle Eastern recipes, and cumin. But just wait until the onions get like golden brown, and then we add the spices. That's for later, for the garlic oil. Just want to preheat it already. I always say onion needs time, give it time, but we don't have that much time today, so we'll make it this faster. But the longer onion is in oil and gets roasted, the better it tastes. Okay. So I just take like half of a spoon of curcuma, half of cumin, and then also give the spices time to evolve the aroma. Also, this is a magic moment when the spices come in and the smell. I love that. Perfect. So and after that minute, we add the zucchinis. So, give them a few minutes, take a short time, just roasting, and then we add salt. Just want some roasting aromas inside before I put in the broth, which I cooked before. It's a light broth. It's less onion skin and less carrots, so it doesn't get too red or dark. But it gives all the good flavors. So now I will salt them. Put in the chickpeas, which I drained and washed. It's such an easy recipe, super easy to cook, even for a big crowd. And it shouldn't be like a soup. You just want to the broth to cover it, but not be too much soupy. Should be a stew. So now we leave it to cook up for once, and in the meantime, I will prepare the starch. This is corn starch, which we use to give it some creamy texture. You always have to put it in cold water before putting it into the dish. So, and then always if you put in the starch, you have to let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes so the texture gets where you want it to be. And just for the decoration, we have a few cherry tomatoes. Just for the color. And the oil should be hot as well, but don't make it too hot. You don't want the garlic to burn. Okay. So first you put in the garlic slices. Give it a minute. Well, it takes more time. It's not hot enough. If you don't have the broth at home, I think it's in the recipe. You can use the cubes and just put it in enough water. I think it was around, this is half a liter, so you will need around 400 milliliters of soup. It doesn't matter if you don't have your own broth, of course. You can use a cube. So this is coming up to cooked. Takes takes a bit time. Ah yeah, the garlic is also ready, so I will put this in. Me as a chef, I'm not a big fan of garlic normally, but I think this dish goes well. I just don't like a dish to be too much. One flavor shouldn't be the only taste in the mouth. This is my way of cooking, so I think garlic, yes, but very decent. Okay, so actually we only want to flavor the oil. So, as soon as this cooks up, you can taste it if it has enough salt or pepper, whatever you wish. Prepare your lemon. And before the garlic gets golden, I put in the parsley leaves. And then all together should be crunchy. But be careful, because as you can see, oil is dropping. So, nice. So, and here this is cooking, and now I will put in the starch. Stir it and then leave it. Then you will see until, as soon as it cooks up, the texture will change and it will get more creamy and more, yeah, creamy. Okay. Just be careful with the oil so it doesn't burn, but it still takes some time until everything is golden. Now I think it gets almost perfect. So I grew up in a family where my mother was always cooking, even she had a full-time job. There was always fresh food on the table and we had always guests coming over. And in Persian or Middle Eastern families, you never leave a guest never should leave hungry your home. So we're used to having always a lot of food at home and eat together and talk and drink tea and eat again. So I think it's having food together is one of the most archaic things we can do. I think this is perfect now, almost perfect. I just want the garlic to be a bit more golden, like you see it's still white. But it starts getting perfect. So, this is also nicely cooked up. We just don't want to overcook the zucchini. They should still be chunky. This is what I prefer. But of course, if you reheat it up, it will be softer by the time. The good thing with this too is that you can also leave it to cool down and eat it cold or not really hot. It's good for summertime actually. So I think this is ready. Just will turn this off. Okay, as you can see, we just let it cook a bit. Then I will add some lemon juice. I love lemon juice. It always freshens up the food. I will add some zest at the end because the skin of a lemon is totally different than the juice of it. So, at this point you can almost turn this off and just leave it. So, this is hot. Then actually we're almost done here. Just before we serve, we will use a bit of the parsley to mix it up into the stew. You can use, of course, the stems, but I will take them out because they need longer time to get soft. It's always easier to cut herbs when they're not wet. So better you wash them before you put them into the fridge. Maybe put a paper around it so they keep the freshness, and then use them dried. So. And I think the rest heat will just bring the zucchini on the perfect point. Always good to taste it before. I also don't salt the food too much because I prefer to taste the taste of the product and not over salt it. But some people are really used to a lot of salt, me not. Okay, and that's it. Yeah. So my pro tip is definitely cook your own broth. If you have your veggies at home and you cut all the veggies and then you have all the skin, like here, it's not skin but like the onions, or you have carrots at home, just don't throw it away. Use it and cook a broth and then put it in glasses or bottles and then use it each time you need a soup. So then you never throw away anything unused and you use everything. I also always try to use everything I have, like don't throwing away things just because I don't know what to do. There's always a way using the stuff. And yes, what else can I say? This looks good to me. Ja. Aber ich werde das hier anrichten, nicht? I will put it here. Okay, and in the Middle Eastern kitchen, yogurt is a big part of our cooking. Either we cook soups with it, or we put meat in it, or we have it as a side. I decided today that I will use the yogurt on top of the stew, and then using this aromatic garlic oil on top, so it will have a nice, it will look good, and then we have the tomatoes. But you can leave the yogurt if you don't like lactose or something. But yogurt is one of the main ingredients in the Middle Eastern kitchen, and we really love it. Especially, it's cooling, and it's in hot countries, so we need food that cools us. Also, herbs are cooling down, so you need trying to have all the elements in the food when you cook and when you eat. So if you have warm food, warm ingredients, you try to put in cold ingredients so that that everything is balanced out. And yeah, I think we're almost done. Just have a look here. I hope you guys at home are with me and everything is fine and easy for you as well. I hope I wasn't too fast for you, but I think it's so great that we cannot cook together, but we are united at this moment, and we cook actually at some point together. And I really love the idea of this eye cooking today. I think it's cool. So perfect, I'm almost done. So, and you see that the juice is not like a clear broth soup, it's now more creamy and it has more texture. Then you can put some of the tomatoes just for the color, and then some yogurt. This dish is vegan. I mean, this is not vegan, but it would be vegan without the yogurt. And just don't be afraid, put the yogurt on top. It will give the food such a nice aroma. And then I have this great oil with this crunchy parsley and crunchy garlics inside. Just be careful with the oil in the beginning. I think cooking, if you cook, you always should think about textures. You want some part to be soft, some part to be crunchy, some part to be fresh. It always should be an experience in the mouth. And then we use a bit of the oil. So, perfect. And some fresh leaves. So, fresh herbs are always the best. I love it. And the lemon zest. This will give us the ultimate freshness and feeling of being somewhere in holidays. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and we're done. I hope you had fun with me cooking today. I think it looks perfect. Bon appetit. So, yeah, of course you can have it with a slice of bread. Okay. Give it a try before anybody else comes. Perfect.